It's a super good it's a really good brow pencil for, it's a really great brow pencil for from the drugstore. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're doing a favorites video, and I feel like I haven't filmed in such a freaking long time. Like I haven't sat down and actually filmed in forever. I look really tan. I know it is so far into May already, but I was in Italy. If you haven't already seen my vlog, I will link it down below, but I did an entire trip to Italy. We stopped in London, we stopped at Paris, but I didn't get any footage of any of that. So like always, I have a little bit of beauty, I have some skincare, I have food, and clothing, shoes, accessories. So let's just go ahead and get into it. I guess I'll start with makeup first, because that's always kind of like the biggest category. First thing I want to talk about is actually two, I guess, things to put on either with my makeup or before my makeup. One of them is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Liquid in the shade Prosecco Pop. The other one is this Temptu and BoxyCharm Liquid Glow. This doesn't have a shade. It's kind of like a rose gold champagne-y shade. I love putting both of these onto my skin before I put my foundation, because the glow that it puts on my skin is just out of this world. I don't have it on right now. I usually do put it on all the time. This one I've actually been putting, after I put my foundations on, if it's matte, I'll take this, squeeze it, and take a beauty sponge and just damp it or like pat it on top of the foundation once it's already on my face, and it just gives my face such a nice glow. I also like using these on clients to give a really, really nice radiant look if they want a glowy look. But I absolutely love these. I'm not sure how much this one is, but I think this one's like $38. Try a sample of it, whether it's Prosecco Pop, Champagne Pop, any of the shades. Try it underneath your makeup, like underneath your foundation, and you're gonna see such a good difference, like super, super nice. Next, I have two foundations to talk about, and this one I think might actually be a repeat from my last favorites, but this is the Maybelline Superstay 24-Hour Foundation, and I use the shade 312 Golden. I am almost out of this foundation. Like the foundation's like down to here. I love this foundation. It's a little bit too light for me right now. As you can see, it probably matches my neck, but it does not match like here. It's way too light for here. This foundation is incredible coverage, like ridiculously insane coverage. Very nice on the skin. It's like a semi matte. I wouldn't say that it's super matte, but it's like right in the middle, not matte but not super dewy either. But I just love the coverage of this. I feel like this is such a good drugstore foundation that's full coverage, lasts all day, looks really good on the skin, and it doesn't break up or cake up as the day goes on. It looks amazing. So this foundation gets a lot of hype, but for very, very good reason. Next, I have the LA Girl Pro Matte HD High Definition Long Wear Matte Foundation, and this is in the shade Cafe. It looks really light in the bottle, but it's the foundation that I'm wearing right now. I had gone to the pool like 2 weeks, no, like 2 weeks ago. I went to the pool, and you guys know, if you've been following me for a while, when I get tan, I get tan. This isn't even the darkest I go. Like I get way darker than this. So I wanted to try this foundation out because I saw a lot of really good reviews on it. But when I went to Ulta to look at the colors, this was the darkest shade. And that's sad that I am the darkest shade. And I know I'm pretty tan right now. Like I am pretty dark right now, but this is the darkest shade. Like I'm the darkest shade, which I think is terrible. But the foundation is the only foundation that I took with me when I went to Italy. I wore it every single day. It's a pretty matte foundation, but I hydrate very well underneath, and I've been mixing this on top of it when I put it on. This foundation looks so flawless and smooth on the skin. None of my oils, like I get a little bit oily right here during the summertime because it's so hot and humid in Florida, but right here, none of my oils peek through. It doesn't move, it doesn't cake, it doesn't make my skin look dry. It looks super good. The only con about it is that it has terrible shade range. Really bad shade range, but if you can see my skin, it just looks very smooth, very flawless, and full freaking coverage, like super full coverage. Next item I have to talk about is the Bare Minerals Bare Skin Complete Coverage Serum Concealer. I recently picked this up, and I'm not sure if I talked about it in a haul on here, but I did, I think. This concealer is one of my favorite concealers. It's the concealer that I'm wearing underneath my eyes right now. This concealer is not talked about at all. No one ever talks about this concealer. No one uses this concealer unless you work at Sephora. If you work at Sephora, this is something that you've probably used before, and it is amazing on dry under eyes or dry skin. This is such a good concealer for mature skin, under eyes that are really saggy and baggy, because one, this has an anti-aging serum in it, and two, it is extremely hydrating under the eyes, but the coverage is amazing. It's such a nice concealer, and it's pretty inexpensive for being a high-end concealer. I think it's like 19 bucks, which is awesome. Most of them are like in the late 20s, early $30. Late 20s, early 30s. You know what I mean? Like the high 20s, low 30s. But this is such a good concealer. I use the shade Medium Golden, and I absolutely love it. A lot of people have purchased this already because I've mentioned it, and they've told me how much they love it. So I'm so glad that people are trying it out and liking it, because You know, Tarte Shape Tape, the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, those are great concealers, but not every concealer works for every single skin type. So this is an amazing concealer. If you're drier or if you're a freelance artist, put this in your kit and you will love it for anyone that has mature skin, that you feel that, you know, Shape Tape and all that just isn't good for them. Try this out, you'll really like it. Next, I have two brushes to talk about, and both of these brushes, one of them is dirty, one of them is clean because I just cleaned my brushes. This one is the Morphe M510, and this is what I've been using to highlight my face. Normally, I have, you know, a fan brush, I have this, and I have this. These are the three brushes that I usually use to highlight. This is the one that I was using for a while. This is the Morphe M501, and I just find that this one is a lot fluffier. I don't like that really stark line on my face. I like it to kind of blend into the rest of my face. I do still like my fan brush, and I do also like this brush. This is a Wet n Wild P75, but I like it whenever I want to put one color specifically right there to make it really pop. This brush right here is just the perfect size. I feel like it's fluffy enough. Like, there's probably still highlight left on my face. I feel like it's fluffy enough to where it blends, it's nice and tapered, but it's also small enough to get really precise right in there. So this is the Morphe M510. Next brush I have is the Morphe M433. This is probably one of the best brushes ever, and I love it because if you look at it this way, it's very, very fluffy, but when you turn it to the side, it kind of squeezes here and gets kind of dense. Right there, so it's really nice when you want to blend in your eyeshadow, and then if you turn it to the side, you can kind of get more precise in there. This is such a staple brush. I feel like this is the best brush, one of the best eyeshadow brushes from Morphe. I still think I'm going to do a favorite Morphe brushes video, but this came in the kit that my friend Marilee sent me, the Jaclyn Hill favorites, and I think this brush is one of the best brushes in that kit. It's so good. Next, I have a brow pencil, and if you've been watching my lives or tune into like my Instagram pictures and stuff like that, this is the brow pencil that I've been using for a long time. It's not what I have on my brows right now, but I have literally only used this for the last almost 2 months. This is the Maybelline Total Temptation Brow Definer in the shade 305 Soft Brown. I've used this almost every day and I still have that much left. It brings so much product. You don't have to press really hard on your eyebrows to get product to come out. It blends so smoothly. I really like the spoolie because it's kind of small. And it lasts all day on the brows. Like, this is a product that I'll put into my brows and by the end of the day, none of my brows have come off. It's a very similar shade to Soft Brown from Anastasia, which is what I always try to find. But I love this brow pencil. I definitely want to get more for my kit just to have all the different colors because it's amazing. It's a great brow pencil from the drugstore. Now I have two lip products, and one of them is the NYX Slide On Glide On Stay On, definitely a turn on, waterproof, something lip liner, and this is in the shade Beyond Nude. If you guys have been following me for a while or just watch my videos, any of that stuff, you guys know the color Need Me. I have these three and then I have two in my kit because I just feel like it's one of the best lip liners. I recently picked up the color Beyond Nude for my sister and I gave it to her for her birthday, and when I saw the color I was like, I need to have that. So it's been the color that I've been wearing with nudes almost every day. This with London, which is right here, which is another one I wanted to talk about, combined is the most delicious peachy warm nude combination. Like, I'm gonna swatch the two right next to each other. These lip liners to me are #1 the best hands down lip liners at the drugstore. They're very inexpensive, they glide on so smooth and they stay on the lips forever. I'm actually wearing this one right now on my lips, but this with, like, this is them pretty much together. It is just the prettiest freaking nude combination. It lasts a really long time on the lips. Once I put this on, this doesn't last very long, but these together just look so nice. It's one of my go-to nude lip combos. Every time I wear it on Instagram, I get a ton of questions about it. So these two right here, NYX products, bomb. Next, I have a sponge to talk about, and if you watch my Instagram lives, you've seen me use this sponge, and you can see this thing is ginormous. This is the Real Techniques Face and Body Sponge. I use it today, that's why it's dirty, to put on my makeup, but this sponge is so big. First of all, look at how big this is. Like, compared to a regular sponge, this is the EcoTool sponge and this is the Real Techniques sponge. It is ginormous. I like that it has a flat side on one side, the pointy side on the other. You would think that it'd be really hard to blend your concealer, but if you squeeze it, you can get right in there. Use this to set your powders, do all that, and it just blends your foundation so fast that it's like, you can't not like it. Like, it literally blends your foundation in seconds because it's so big that it takes up so much of the face. I want to get another one to put in my kit just to have it, even though I have so many freaking sponges. Love this. I highly, highly recommend it. Now I have a skincare product to talk about, and I know so many of you guys have seen me talk about it if you follow me on Instagram. So many of you guys have gotten samples and purchased it because of my recommendation, and this is the Ole Henriksen Transforming Walnut Scrub. It's a walnut powder and ginseng extract, and it's a physical exfoliator. So this right here, when I say that this is a game changer for your skin, I'm not over exaggerating, I'm not being dramatic. This will change the game for your skin. It has, to me it smells delicious. It has kind of like a sweet smell, but it has crunched up walnuts in it to exfoliate your skin. I use this twice a week, usually like twice a week. I don't go any more than that just because I don't want to irritate my skin. And I think it says, oh, it says use 3 times a week. So I guess you could do that, but I do 2 times a week. And I use this, I usually like every 3 days I'll go in with this, and it just I can't even describe how soft it will make your skin feel. I promise that this product will change your skin. If you're someone that has dry patches, if your makeup doesn't stay on, if you feel like you're cakey, if you need an exfoliator, this is the best one you can get physically. Physical exfoliator, this is my favorite, hands down. I'm gonna leave everything linked down below so you guys can shop it easily, but I promise, if you trust me, and I know most of you do, if you guys trust me, this will save you, period. Now I'm going to talk about 2 pairs of sunglasses, and they're from the brand Chic Babes Boutique. I've talked about them plenty of times on my Instagram, but they're just a little online store. Oh, the cold. I have something cold right next to it, and it like fogged the glasses up. But I have these 2 sunglasses right here. There's black and there's gold, and these are their Dior inspired sunnies. They send me glasses all the time, and you know, there's never like a commitment to post or anything. She just sends me the glasses, and I always love the glasses that she sends me. If you've been following me for a while, you know that I've like recommended this brand so many times. But these glasses I have just been wearing nonstop. I love how big they are. I love oversized glasses, mainly because I have a fat face. But I love these gold ones. I used to have these like 2 years ago, and I wore them so much that like the top started to rust off. Like when I say I wore these every day, I wore them every single day. So she sent me a new pair because I love them so. Look how big they are. I just love them. I wore these while I was in Italy and got tons of questions on them. And then she also just came out with the black pair, and she has a couple different colors as well. But this color, this shade is just so cool. I can't even see because this is like foggy. This shade is just so cool, and it's such a cool twist on a black aviator because of the like the silvery metal in the center. So I just love these glasses, and again, I love how big. Like look at how big those are. They're huge, and I freaking love them. I have to talk about these shoes because I've been wearing these shoes to death. These are my Schutz Katie Lee's. I can't remember the exact color, but I'll leave them down below. So I think they're sandals something. But these are my favorite nude strappy sandals. In my opinion, these are my favorite strappy sandals in general. These retail for I think 170 bucks, all of them, every color. I have a pair of snakeskin ones, but these to me are just my favorite nude tone. They're the perfect nude for someone that's actually brown, like a tan person. It's not like a pasty nude, a pinky nude, a grayish nude. It's just a perfect nude, and they're so comfortable. These were the only heels that I took with me to Italy. Granted, I did not wear any heels because we were like on the mountain. But I love these shoes, and I highly, highly, highly recommend them to anyone that's going to invest in a pair of strappy sandals. Like I feel like there's 2 shoes that you should invest in, nude and black. These will not do you wrong, I promise. They're amazing. The last little fashion piece I have to talk about are these jeans that I have from Reformation, and I have one other pair from Reformation, but this is a different pair. These are their cigarettes. Let me look at the exact style name. They're the Julia Cigarette. I love them. They don't have any stretch. You guys know how I love my jeans with no stretch. But I love them so much. I have to get them tailored because of course they're too long on me. But they are just the perfect wash. I love medium wash. Perfect wash, perfect amount of rips. Everything's perfect about them. I love them. They have rips on the back. These are definitely an investment. I think they were 100 bucks. I would not recommend them enough. So I have a couple of food things to talk about, and so many of you guys love my food recommendations because your girl don't lie. I have good taste when it comes to food. First thing I have, all of this stuff is from Trader Joe's, by the way. First thing I have is the garlic salt, sea salt roasted garlic, onion, and parsley seasoning. This comes with a grinder, so you literally just like turn this like that. I bought this maybe 3 weeks ago, and I'm almost out of it. I love this because I love garlic and I love sea salt, and putting this on my food just gives me so much flavor. I haven't really used anything else except for this and cracked black pepper, and I freaking love it. It's so good. All of their seasonings are bomb, but I really, really like this one. Next, If you guys watch my What I Eat a Days, this will not surprise you. This is the Trader Joe's Rice Cauliflower Stir Fry. It has green peas, red peppers, grilled corn, tamari, spring onions, sesame oil, and ginger. Just go buy this. Just go buy it. And I heard somebody say that they didn't like it, but I freaking love it. It's very low in calories. It's 50 calories for a cup, 2 grams of protein, 7 grams of carbs, really low carbs. Really freaking good. I make this all the time with shrimp on the side. Just go buy it. Trust me. Trust me. If you trust me, you'll buy this. Next, this is something that if you don't buy this, I will judge you. This is the Trader Joe's Mexican style roasted corn with cotija cheese. I love Mexican street style corn. It's freaking amazing. And this bag of goodness, oh man, it's zesty. It's a little bit spicy, not too spicy. Creamy because of the cheese. I can't explain it. You just have to try it. A lot of people have already said that they've gotten this because of me and loved it. Just, I promise. This is something that I'll never give up. I don't care if corn is out of my diet. I don't care if cheese is out of my diet. I'm not giving this up, ever. Now, the last thing I have to talk about is this Trader Joe's organic toasted coconut granola. And it has rolled oats, cornflakes, sprouted quinoa, almonds, and toasted coconut chips. And it is gluten-free and USDA organic. My best friend Laura actually told me to buy this because she really liked it. And I'm not a fan of coconut at all. I don't like coconut anything, but this, I haven't even had this in like smoothie bowls or anything. I've just been eating it with my hands. Like, I'll literally just do that as like a snack. This is delicious. I love this. If you're a coconut fan, you'll really like this, but it's just so good. It's not an overpowering taste of coconut. I hate coconut everything. Like, you put coconut in front of me, I'm not eating it, but this is absolutely delicious. Alright guys, that was everything I had to talk about for the month of April. I hope I didn't forget anything. I don't think I did, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Everything that I have will be listed down below, and I'll try to leave links. Yeah, I can probably leave links. I'm gonna start editing early so that I can post this later tomorrow. Let me know what your favorites were for the month of April. I'm always looking to try more stuff, especially if you got bronzers, foundations, and skincare, and nude lips. Leave them down below and I would love to try them, or even your Trader Joe's favorites. I love picking up you guys' recommendations from Trader Joe's because I love food. So please subscribe if you guys haven't already, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.